Hey chumps, this is that one guy puppy, and well, this is a rant video about GPO and how bad the combat system is. I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time, so let's just get right into it. Alright, the main problem I want to address is the infinite combos in this game. Right now in the background I have some footage of me fighting one of my friends who's a Phoeyu user, and let me just say, this fight is pretty bad, alright? You know, if you can see, I'm exploiting him a little bit, letting down his block and other things like that. And then, one ice move basically brings me down to 0 HP. There's nothing I can do about it. And to me, this just doesn't feel like a good combat system. There should be no reason for this game to ever have combos like these. But with the staff alone, you can practically infinite combo. It's even worse with Blackleg. Blackleg, there's so many infinite combos. And with there's a pretty good infinite combo with Pika that does require a little bit of skill to pull off. Not that much. It's pretty easy, to be honest. But me going from like 600 HP to 0, I don't really think that should be a thing in this game. The next thing I want to talk about is the Candy Cane. The Candy Cane is a huge combo extender, but in my opinion, should never be added to the game. Should never have been added to the game. Alright? It's basically mini Hiei. Alright? It's a Hiei move that used to not cost stamina. It used to not cost stamina, but now it costs 50. It was just a bug, so that was an easy bug fix. But the combos that you can pull off, it's basically just an infinite combo, right? Like, there's no reason why these combos should be doing this much damage. To me, a good combat game, the fights are like medium length to short length, depending on how bad you can piece up your opponent. But for them to just be able to not do anything, I don't really get why that's a thing. How is that a fun fight? Hiei users just pop Ice Age or any ice move and they can practically infinite combo you with it. Why? The cooldowns should be a whole lot longer. Alright? I just don't really get it. So, next thing I really wanted to talk about was running away in combat. And how that is it's a really good thing in this game. If you run away in combat and just wait for your cooldowns, you can do a lot of damage. You don't even have to be that skilled. In the back, I'm going to have me fighting this one Mara Mink user, and that fight was pretty bad. He wasn't even that good at the game, but he was able to kill me one time out of 4 matches just because he was running away and spamming his moves. Like, this man was faster than Usain Bolt, bro. Like, I could not catch this man. I just don't get why this game has to be like this. It's not even fun to PvP anymore. Alright, next up is the horrible block breaks in this game. With the Candy Cane and the staff comes, I think it's 2 new block breaks to this game. The first being like the little spin move that the staff has, and the second being with the cane, which is the flash freeze. Now, should the flash freeze be a block break? No. The flash freeze is way too broken for it to be a block break. You hit them once, their block is broke, and you can just freeze them. Like, it doesn't really do too much damage, but the problem is the combos you could do while they're frozen. The freezing is also way too long. There's a period of time where you can even eat Sweet Treat while they're frozen and then still do a basic combo. So that should never have been added to the game. It just offset the entire balance of the game's combat. Alright, next is the can hockey. Now, can hockey isn't really too bad, but the main issue is that you just have to use a block break to get rid of it. Right? Which, yeah, could be, it's like a fine thing, right? But let's say if I flame pillar someone and that gets rid of their Kanahaki, right? Which is nice, but the problem is they can just pop it right back on. Alright, so you really just have to wear down their dodges, and it's just like a hit and miss, right? I don't really understand why it has to be like that. I feel as if Ken Hockey shouldn't have given so many dodges because there's a lot of room for mistakes, and I just feel like most of the time if you make a mistake, then you should be punished, as in any combat game. If you're good enough at the game, then you should be able to punish any player who makes a mistake, and that's just what I really like about combat games. But GPO just doesn't have that. There's a lot of room for mistakes in this game. Like for instance, if I get flash frozen, then I can just flame pillar out of it. Most of the time, if I activate my flame pillar fast enough. So the next thing that has really been bugging me is the ultimates in this game. Now I can pop Diane Kai and basically now, after update 1, bring anyone down to probably a little bit less than half HP with my current Devil Fruit stat. Diane Kai can do a lot of damage, but it doesn't one-shot anymore, which I think is good. Pre-update 1, it always one-shotted unless you pop Tech Eye, which was never fun for me because who wants to end the fight in one hit? There's no fun to that. There's no improvement. It's just a win button. And yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But the main problem with alts, right, is the cooldown time and the stamina cost. I know that with Diane Kai, it takes roughly, I'd say 305 stamina, I'm pretty sure, to charge up a full Diane Kai. And now for the damage output, yeah, that's kind of what I'd expect for it having that. And then the afterburn damage, yeah, it's a really good ultimate. Doesn't need a nerf. Yes, I think it shouldn't do that much damage. But the main problem with a lot of these ultimates is that the cooldown time is way too short. I can be fighting a Maga user and they can pop Magarin probably 5 times in the game with no consequence. They have hyper armor. It takes little stamina for probably like a 20 damage move at base, Devil Fruit stat, and yeah, that does way too much. If you Roku Ogon them and then corner them, it's basically like you win. There's no skill to that in this game, so I'm not a big fan of that. Don't even get me started on Ice Age, bro. PA users pop down. No, they pop in the air, and they hop down and Ice Age you, and it breaks your block. You can't really, yeah, you can perfect block it, right? But you're pretty bad Hiei user if you use Hiei. Not Hiei, but Ice Age just right off the bat on the fight. Yeah, if you can catch him by surprise with it, then go for it, I guess. But it's a block break, obviously, and it freezes them for at least 2 full M1 combos, right? So that's pretty busted. Now, the Pika ult, I would say, isn't as bad as all the other ones. Yeah, if you corner them, then it does a lot of damage. But the bullets are so widespread, so it doesn't really matter. But overall, where I'm going with this is that you just need to spread out the ultimates, right? You just need to make the cooldowns longer depending on how good the ultimate is. For instance, Ice Age, people can pop Ice Age 4 times in a fight. All right. I don't think you're gonna live long enough to have them pop 4 Ice Ages unless you dodge them, because they'll just infinite combo you just like every other Hiei user does in this game. So yeah. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about is the Geppo and the Skypean race. I be in war, right, with my Marine friends and stuff, and man, people just Geppo away, repeat. It's so easy to just run away in war, because at the end of the day, the only thing in war that is really the big deciding factor is the ultimates. You can spam your ultimates, just regen your stamina and spam it, like forever. That's just how wars are. If you have Mera, Goro, or Magu, those are like the 3 best team fight fruits. You could argue Hiei has a really good ult too, but just compared to like Goro, Mera, and Magu, then yeah, it doesn't really compare that much because those ults do so much damage, and they hit for like a pretty huge radius as well. So it's just wars are just, yeah, no one respects the ones. Everyone sits in safe zone, or they run away until their ults are all off cooldown, and then yeah, that's how they get kills. And to me, that makes no sense. With Skypian, if you're out of stamina and you're running away, like you're like, oh yeah, finally we can catch him. Nah, they can probably soar forever in that thing because for some forsaken reason, you can regen stamina while you're flying with Skypia, or with the Skypian rays. Why is that a thing? I don't know, Phoeyu, I don't know. But yeah, I'm guessing you should probably fix that because running away is not really punishable. Alright, I can only fear what Phoenix is gonna do because you can actually fly, right? So how can we fix these problems? First, I'd like to say, yeah, the cooldowns are a huge factor. All right, I don't really know why the alts have such a short cooldown time, but yeah, they definitely need revamped. The infinite combos, I think Coiler should definitely not stun. It should remain a block break, but stun, I don't think so. It should just be like a normal M1 stun. Alright, like I don't really think that the stun time on that thing should be as big as it is. Same thing with the Goro move, because you can use that to infinite combo if you have Coiler. You can just get 20 Black Leg Mastery and you can just infinite combo over and over again and they can't really do anything about it. Candy Cane, I think it needs a revamp. I don't really think that Sweet Treat should have as short of a downtime as it is. There's only a 5-second downtime if you constantly pop Sweet Treat, since the Sweet Treat healing ability lasts for 10 seconds. I don't know why that's a thing. The Flash Freeze, self-explanatory. That should just not block break at all. Like, yeah, you can, like, if you can, then you can most likely combo with it. The freeze time is pretty long. I don't think that should be that long. Maybe like 1.5 seconds to 2, I'd say is fine. Yeah, running away in combat, I don't really think. There has to be some way we can fix this. Like, I don't know. I actually don't really know how to fix this one, because that's just the nature of the game, because people are cared about their fictional bounties in this game. The block breaks, I mean, the only one of the best block breaks, I'd say. Actually, no, let's go with the worst block break. The worst block break is probably the Magu's block break. The Stomp, it's such a small radius as of now, and you can easily just jump over it. Or it's actually pretty easy to perfect block, at least in my case. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, it's really easy to avoid, and yeah. Hiei's block break is, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I don't think Frostblade, no, I think it block breaks, yeah. It block breaks, but, yeah, it has hyper armor. Should block breaks have hyper armor? No, I don't think they should. That's pretty busted. Flame Pillar is the only thing, though, I would say that makes Mera worthwhile. Other than that, Mera has its ult, but any respectable human being isn't going to use Diane Kai in a 1v1 unless their opponent is like cheesing them with Hiei or something, right? So yeah, overall, cooldown times, they just need revamped, I guess you could say. Anyway, that's it for now. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. If you want to subscribe, then don't. It's not like I'm going to be posting anymore or anything like that. If you want to leave a like, cool. But if you want to leave a dislike, actually nah. Dislike if you don't like Hiei, bro. Dislike if you don't like Hiei, and then like the video if you don't like the alts in the game and their cooldown times. So that's it from me, chumps. This is that one guy, and I guess I'll talk to you later. See ya.